So crypto universe, I'm back with another video, and let's get into some bullish news right here. So the market is up right now. It is up 2.03%, a market cap of 3.42 trillion. Bitcoin is up to 108,000. It's inching closer and closer to that all-time high. And the sooner it inches to that all-time high, the sooner it'll start to fall back. And the sooner it starts to fall back, baby, the sooner we get to alt season. And yes, if you have been around crypto for as long as I have, which is since 2019, 6 years, you know it's all about alt season, baby. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, by the way. So let's get into the stories here that I'm going to talk about in this video. First story, a report from Cointelegraph. It's actually a clip from a news segment where one of the people behind Ondo Finance is actually discussing the completion of the first tokenized transaction that took place between Ondo Finance and JP Morgan via CHAINLINK's infrastructure. This is a massive deal. JP Morgan, they took their deposits from their permission-based private blockchain and they connected it to Ondo, which is running on a public blockchain. This is major news, ladies and gentlemen. Understand, once they spent many years acting like we were all crazy, acting like this was a scam, acting like we had no idea what we were doing, and all of this was just mumbo jumbo, blah blah blah. But all the while, they have been in the background. These institutions, these politicians, these news companies, all of them, they've been in the background getting themselves prepared to have a full advantage. Understand that. They're trying to slowly hint to the normies now that they're almost ready to normalize crypto, but they're not fully making a big enough push just yet. But this is clearly them inching towards making that push. We're just not there yet. We have a little more time, in my opinion, before the general public, the normies, the mass public actually jumps in, and that gives us an opportunity to dollar cost average until everybody jumps in. And once everybody jumps in, hopefully we're in a good enough position to where we can take profits and leave. It was not leave completely, but leave as far as, you know, be able to take profits and you know, have some fun and enjoy ourselves and experience and enjoy our realized gains. Next story here, and this is from Decrypt. U.S. tourist saves Bitcoin, XRP worth, they said they stole $123,000 stolen after a ride with a fake Uber in London. So allegedly, this American tourist is claiming that they lost over six figures worth of crypto after being drugged and abducted by a fake Uber driver in London's West End. So we're gonna go into this story here, right? Because we even though we talk about the potential of what crypto could be, we also have to be very careful, because with this opportunity to make life-changing money, there's gonna unfortunately be people to target many of us. So we do have to keep this in mind. But to go into the story here, a U.S. tourist has lost more than $123,000 in crypto after being targeted in a suspected premeditated theft in London's West End following a night out and a short stay in the city. Jacob Irwin Klein from Portland, Oregon, was on a 2-day layover when he called an Uber after leaving the Roxy, a nightclub in Soho, around 1:30 a.m. on May 9th. Police reports indicate a driver who knew his name from the app intercepted him. According to an initial report from the local media outlet in London, I didn't even know that was possible. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, CCTV footage from the nightclub, later requested by Irwin Klein, revealed that he entered a dark sedan rather than a Toyota Prius displayed on his Uber app. This guy seemed pretty chill, super nice, Irwin Klein recounted. The driver then offered him a cigarette believed to contain scopolamine, a sedative causing blackouts while keeping victims conscious and suggestible. Dang. I said, stop. I stopped smoking, but he said, oh, come on. I said, sure, if you want to bond over a cigarette, which, I mean, that, what? But, while under the influence, Erwin Klein unwittingly provided his phone's passcode and access to his crypto accounts before he was abandoned in an unfamiliar area in London. Authorities later confirmed the attackers accessed his wallet directly through a forced login of his Revolt account. The London incident marks the latest instance across Europe involving a wrench attack, a term used to refer to physical threats forcing victims to surrender their crypto. Erwin Klein estimates his total crypto losses at $123,000, including $72,000 worth of XRP, approximately $50,000 in Bitcoin, and several smaller positions. They were all drained. He also said he doesn't believe he was targeted and that instead the attacker got lucky that he had a bit of wealth stored away. An investigation is ongoing. So this is obviously extremely sad. It's really unfair for this guy. I hope somehow he can get some sort of justice, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot that can be done unless they literally track the specific person down and get him to surrender the digital assets that he just stole, get him to surrender it back. But I don't know, man. This is tough, man. This would infuriate me to no end. The guy claims that he doesn't think he was being targeted, but at the same time, if somebody was advanced enough to know how to somehow hack into the Uber app to see your name and call out your name to lure you into the car in the first place, I don't see why it wouldn't be possible that somehow, some way, maybe they were able to research people in the area who may have some crypto or a crypto wallet, and somehow, some way, maybe they were able to track your location. You know, that may be me getting too much into conspiracy theories, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Like this does feel a little targeted. It could just be somebody evil got lucky, but it's definitely sad. I don't know why the guy accepted a cigarette offer from him. Like, that's definitely weird too, especially if you just quit smoking. But I don't know. But either way, let's go into the next story here. This is from the block. XRP Futures generate $19 million in its first day trading on CME Group, outperforming Solana's launch. So for the people that don't know, on May 19th, which was this past Monday, XRP officially started. There was officially an option available where you could trade XRP Futures on CME. And again, 19 million. Earlier, like a CME Group launched XRP Futures trading earlier this week, generating more than 19 million in national trading volume. Solana Futures hit the exchange in March and generated a little over 12 million in first day trading volume. So again, people are XRP's moving out here. Like it feels like every single day we have something positive to say about it. We'll see how things play out, because even though I think long term XRP is a really solid investment when it comes to some of the more blue chip cryptos, as you could say, at the same time, you know, we still got to keep our options open, because sometimes it's the unexpected tokens that end up being the ones that are the biggest gainers. So that's something I had to learn. Last bull run, I got, things worked out, but it is what it is. A final story here is from CoinDesk. Speaking of XRP, it's from CoinDesk saying the ratio between payments-focused XRP and Bitcoin's dollar-denominated prices has triggered its first golden cross on the weekly chart, indicating a bullish shift in momentum. Bullish. Again, even though Bitcoin is up right now, everybody who's been around crypto long enough knows it's all about altcoin season. So, we'll see how long it takes for us to get to altcoin season. Maybe my prediction is like the fall, but we'll see. It could be sooner, but I think somewhere around the fall going into the winter, that's typically when things will see its peak. So we'll see how this goes. Let me know your thoughts below about Ondo Finance, and let me know if you have some XRP. Well, let me know if you think XRP is a solid investment.